Bombay. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, welcome to you. That's better. My name is JGuard1, everybody, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience as I run away from this polar bear here on the world of Gyros. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy, he coming. Oh, boy, she coming. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. And she'll be aiming from my rear. Yeah, let's get up high and away from those polar bears. We do not need to be getting smoked by polar bears. Thank you very much. In any case, once again, hello everybody and welcome back to Guardian Studios. I hope everybody is doing well today, or if not, then I hope that the stream makes your day a little bit better. Just gotta go up here, gotta put a slab there, and a slab there, so that this doesn't happen anymore. Oh, cheese crackers. Hello, Ham, and hello, Union! Glad you guys could make it. Glad you could make it to the stream. Hope everybody's doing alright today. Hey, no worries, Union. No worries. Being excited, that just makes me happy. Happy to hear that one of my viewers is excited for the stream. Or maybe you're excited for something else. I'm not sure. But I'm glad to hear that you're excited. It sounds like you must be having a pretty good day in that case. And with that, the iron farm is finished. The iron farm is built, and it's beginning friendly. Hey, Ham, glad you can make it, my friend. My Christmas and New Year, my holidays, they were good. They were very good. Union, thank you for asking. I hope you had a good holiday season as well. And I hope the same for everybody else who hasn't been here up until this point as well. Hope everybody's been having a good start to the new year. I, for one, thankfully have. It's been a pretty good new year so far. So, what are we going to be doing today? I can just imagine some of you guys are wondering. We are going to be making use of our resources back in the village to get this, the Iron Tower, up and operational. I know, it doesn't really look much like a tower right now, but trust me, it will be. It's just a matter of needing the materials to build the rest of the tower underneath it. Which, that'll be simple. It's just a matter of getting enough cobblestone. I just can't do it right this moment because breaking cobblestone with stone tools is a pain in the neck. You run out so fast. Your durability on stone tools is abysmal. I always forget how much I prefer not to have to use stone. Not really, Union, not really. We built the Iron Tower. We made the villager fort, Fort Delon, or Deal On. Aside from that, nope, there hasn't really been that much of a development around here. Are you kidding me? I just got rid of the snow. I just got rid of some of the snow layers, and this stinking game decides it wants to throw more at me? Are you blinking kidding me? Ugh. Huh. Nice. Well, that's cool, Ham. Sounds like you had fun. Sounds like it was a good time. Good one, Union. Good one. Yeah, it's kind of feeling like that sort of situation. Which is absolutely annoying. Absolutely annoying. This game does not want to challenge me. It does not want to challenge me. I am stubborn. I will find a way to make sure that the snow can't come back. True, true. Hey, I say if it works, you don't gotta fix it, you know? If the classics still work, no need to change them out. Thank goodness the snow can't get into the greenhouse. Otherwise, this place would be a major pain. Well, thank you, Union. Because I had been traveling for 4,000 blocks, 4,000 some blocks, Ham, and I finally found a village, and I had decided that as soon as I found a village, I was going to turn it into a base. It would become the basis of the majority of my infrastructure, and I'm holding true to that plan. I'm a little annoyed at myself for having done that now, thanks to all the snow. But I needed to make sure that I had access to a village, and this was the first one I had found, so... I decided this go-around I was going to make sure we had villager power as soon as possible. Alright, Ham. We'll see ya. And hey, thanks for tuning in, my friend. Thanks for being here for a little bit. Appreciate it. So, as much as I despise the snow, I am going to stay here in this snowy region. It's frustrating as all get out, but it is a village. This gives me a village. Yep, I built that. Decided that I wanted to celebrate Christmas with a Christmas tree, and so I built one. In hindsight, I'm kind of proud of myself for having done that. It didn't turn out too terrible either. I'd say it actually looks okay. I gotta get up here. See? Oh, that's cool. The leaves are gradually changing back to green. That's kind of cool. I may have to get up there and drop some water on the top, though. Get rid of the snow, since it's decided to get all over my tree. Because like I said, I'm quite proud of this tree. I am. I'm quite proud of it. It's actually a really good tree. That gets rid of most of the snow from the tree. Thanks for the compliment on the dried kelp blocks. I figured they'd make for a good supplement for Christmas presents, since we don't have anything that actually looks fitting, you know? It's the closest thing we have, so use what you got, am I right? I will say, though, that I very quickly get tired of dealing with the snow in the snowy region. I wish I could have found better biomes sooner, but it was no dice. There was no dice on that hope for me. Go. Oh. I didn't realize this hole was over here. Huh. Okay, that's a little concerning. I really should just get on with the plan for today, instead of worrying about all this snow. But the snow bugs me. If I don't go ahead and deal with it, it's going to continue to bug me. You guys ever have issues like that? You ever have something come up like that where, you know, if you don't go ahead and do something about it, it's just gonna sit there and be an irritant? Yeah, I get that kind of thing all the time. Anyway, let's get these potatoes over to the villagers in the Iron Tower. Again, it may not look like a complete tower right now, but trust me, we're gonna make it into a complete tower. It's just a matter of time. A matter of time and cobblestone. The only problem is, how am I going to get these guys to take the potatoes? Oh. Well, I wasn't exactly expecting one to be sitting right there. Alright, we need to go get some glass now. I've already taken care of that. I'm pretty sure I've already taken care of that, Union. Go around the polar bear. Hey, one guy! Good to see ya! It's a little hard to make out what it is, Union. Alright, they've got the potatoes. I need to get glass. Because I need to be able to see what the villagers are up to. I need to be able to see what they're doing, so that if there's any kind of a problem inside the farm, I can try to fix it. Oh, nice! In my medical opinion, that is a stinky... In my medical opinion, this is some stupid armor! Look at this armor. It's stupid. It's nothing but leather. Leather and gold. Also, gold is actually not that bad. He says with a completely serious face. No, it is bad. Gold armor is bad. Oh, 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 they're talking. They're talking. Are they gonna summon in another villager? Come on, guys! Call in a new villager. Yes! Sweet! And they're going for it again. There's gonna be another. Yes! We have the villagers! The villagers! They are coming! They are coming in! This is awesome. Once we've got enough villagers in there, the iron farm should start working. It should only take 10 villagers, but on the other hand, I'm pretty sure they all have to be adults. Happy New Year to you too, one guy. Hey, thanks for being here, my friend. Appreciate it. Oh, we got a resident nitwit here in our village. I keep forgetting about him. Need to deal with him at some point. Get rid of this. Get rid of all this snow as best I can. Just because I'm tired of looking at it. I've actually seen that short. It's actually kind of funny. At least to me it is. Duck in here, take a nap. Unfortunately, the only way we'd be able to completely prevent snow from building up around here would be to turn all the dirt and podzol into path blocks. Which I don't want to do that, if I can avoid it. It just... An area of nothing but path blocks does not feel like it would look good. I feel like it would just not look good at all. Okay, I did not mean to do that. And see, this is why I was avoiding using shovels, because I don't want to keep picking up snowballs. I'd end up having to compact them down to... Okay. Sorry I cut myself off there. The game is being weird. I think there are some inventory glitches going on. And yep, there must be, because that should not be happening. I gotta bounce out of the world and back in again. It's the only way to fix that problem when it starts. It's the only way that I have found to fix that problem when it starts. It's irritating. And honestly, it's part of why I wish I didn't have to update all the time when I'm playing on my PS4. I wish I didn't have to always update on the PS4, but you have to in order to be able to do certain things. In order to do stuff, you have to update the game on the PlayStation 4. It's been a long time since I'd forgotten about that world name, Giron. I'd actually forgotten about that. But the moment you mention it, I remember that world name. Feels like it was a long time ago. Eh. Did I just hear a cat? I did. I heard, and I see a cat. Oh no. Oh, don't tell me that the Iron Tower is too close. I hadn't been seeing any cats spawn around. Well, wait a minute. Everything had been covered in snow layers, so... That's why. Everything was getting covered in snow layers, so there was nowhere for the cats to spawn. For a moment there, I was getting concerned that maybe the Iron Tower was too close. Because that's one thing I'm going to have to fix. We're going to end up having to find a way to get some fish, some salmon, and use it to tame a bunch of cats to put within the Iron Tower's area so that we don't have cats spawning in the system and clogging it up, keeping the iron golems from spawning. Our only other option would be to have a way to basically cook the cats and get rid of them. And I don't want to do that if I can avoid having to. So at some point, I'm going to have to go find somewhere where I can go get some fish. Well, there was this iron farm design that I saw some time ago that what they did was they had a campfire put in the farm that when the iron golems and the cats were pushed into place, the cats landed in the campfire and that destroyed them. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that, and because while that would give us string, it just doesn't seem right. It's not right to me to do that when you don't have to. If you don't have to do it, why bother with it? I mean, if I get that desperate for string, I'll go dig somewhere and find a spider spawner. Not a cave spider spawner, just a regular spider spawner. Let's clarify. I never want to have to deal with cave spiders if I can avoid it. Regular spiders, okay, not very pleased with the idea of having to deal with them, but still, I'd rather deal with them than deal with the cave spiders, you know? But I really don't want to have my iron farm be spawning and killing cats, so I think what we're going to have to do is go fishing. We either have to go fishing, or more likely, we go hunting for fish. Which means we've got to find somewhere that we can get into, where we can get into the river and get into a river or an ocean and get fish. So, do I have a spare bed? I do. We're going to take a spare bed. We're going to take a couple of our wolves. And we're going to go off and we're going to go find some fish. And then we're going to bring them back. And we'll use them to, oh my gosh. I forgot I had so many wolves. We're gonna go get some fish, we're gonna bring them back, and we're going to, we're gonna use them to tame some cats. Yep, I started my dog army. I started a wolf pack. Because you guys have seen how effective they are in our previous worlds. These guys, wolves, are king when it comes to overwhelming the enemy. When you have to overwhelm mobs in this game, and you do on hard mode, it's the easiest way to take them out, especially the big ones. The best way to handle them is a wolf army. Yeah, the fact that their skins make them look kind of like huskies now, I gotta admit, I find that very, very cool. I really do like... I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the wolf skins feature that they added, but I'm glad they added it now, because it makes the wolves even cooler. Where's the other guy? I brought 4. Where's... Why do I see only 3? Oh, no, there he is. He must have gotten into the compound. Into Fort Delon. That's probably what happened. He wandered into Fort Delon while following me. Alright. I need to find fish. That's my whole thing right now. I need to get some fish. So, we're going to travel north to the swamp. I figure that's probably the best chance we have at finding a spot where we can get access to some fish. Travel north to the swamp, where we'll also find river and ocean water, and from it be able to procure some fish. Salmon, hopefully. Because I've tried taming cats with cod, and it never works. Or it didn't work at the time. I don't know if that was a flaw in the program, or if that's intentional, but my experience shows that cod will not tame cats. But salmon does. Which, honestly, I don't blame the cats for preferring salmon. I've eaten salmon I've had salmon and I like it. I really like cooked salmon. It is actually quite delicious. It's the one form of it's one of the two forms of fish that I actually genuinely enjoy eating. Hey, Boink! Welcome back, my friend. Yep, bringing a portion of the wolf pack along on a journey to the north. I'm headed north to the swamp so I can try to get some salmon. I need some salmon in order to tame some cats. Because I remembered when we were in the village just now, I was clearing some snow, and suddenly I saw a kitten. And I knew, or I'm pretty sure, that there weren't any cats around before I started clearing the snow. And that reminded me, anything that the game sees as a village will spawn cats when the villager count is high enough. When there are enough beds and enough villagers are spawning, or there are enough villagers around, the game interprets it as a village, and it will cause cats to spawn. That wouldn't be a problem, except cats take up the spawn pattern of iron farms. Since golems and cats are both spawns tied directly to villages, if we have cats spawning in the iron farm area and then despawning and spawning anew every time we're in that area AFK, it's going to clog up the system. It could potentially clog up the system to a degree, and I don't need that. I need the iron farm to be at peak efficiency. Plus, as Union and I have agreed, we also don't want to have... We also don't want to have cats dying in our iron farm just because. It just feels wrong to let that happen if we can avoid it. So, that's another reason to come out here and get some fish so we can tame some cats. It's just going to be a matter of finding enough fish. Okay, that's one. That'll get us started. But we need some salmon. We need to get some salmon. Because, as I was saying earlier, I've tried using cod to tame cats, and it doesn't seem to work. It seems like cats are picky eaters, and they only favor salmon. Wait a minute. I just had a thought. I just had an idea. Oh, I'm gonna need to test something when we get back to the base area. But I just had a thought that is encouraging. I just remembered... A long time ago, Enya and I were trying to play on a world together just for fun. And we were trying to make an ice farm. And the one we made, for some reason, probably because of where we placed it, started spawning in a ton of fish. Hello, Rasul! Welcome back to the channel. Or welcome fresh if you are not a returning viewer. I'll be honest, I can't always remember for sure if a name is that of a returner or someone who hasn't been here before. Some names I remember, particularly people who have been active in the chat before. That's what I thought. I thought he had. Thank you, wolves. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Rasul. Hope you enjoy the stream. Oi, come here, fishy! Fishy, fishy, fishy! Fish! Thank you. It was almost like the dog was trying to stop the fish from running away. Or swimming away. Excuse me. Fish don't run, they swim. It has the same kind of energy as snakes don't walk, they slither. So there. Alright, we got everybody? Yeah, we do. Okay, 14 salmon. I think this is good enough to start, but when we get back to our area, I've got an idea for a farm that we might try. Beautiful thing is we do live in an icy area, so we also have access to... We live in a snowy area, so we also have access to an icy river, which means we might be able to make an ice farm, and an ice farm might actually be able to spawn some salmon if we can get it to work, or the same kind of build might be able to do that for us. We shall see if I'm right. Yeah, so boink, fish in Minecraft drop bones or bone meal, depending on the version of the game, because they have bones in them. And it's a common thing where when fishermen are dealing with, like, cutting up the fish, they make it very clear that you have to get rid of the bones. Beyond that, I don't know why any other mob doesn't do that. I don't know why there are no other mobs that drop, like, bones or bone meal. It is actually kind of strange when you think about it. My best Minecraft world? Huh. Well, best for me, I'd say would have been my first one that I did on streaming. Gardrania. Yeah, because... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had fish be the ones that drop bones and bone meal, because that's such a common issue with dealing with fish. The bones. There's tons of little itty-bitty bones inside of a fish. And when you're gonna cut up a fish, you gotta make sure you get all the bones out before you can prepare it for eating. Or generally speaking, anyway. Yeah, I think my best Minecraft world that I've done on streaming, just for me, was Gardrania. We had an incredible build on that world. Second place best would probably go to Port Regal, because I started building a bunch of different stuff on that world before it kind of got retired. Oh yeah, boink. Definitely. It's the one problem I have with icy biomes is they seem to be overtly massive. They are, like, extremely big, to the point of ridiculous. And it does annoy sometimes, having to race across such a massive, snowy biome. And I remember Gardrania, we had the, we had a lot of cool stuff there. What's one of my favorite songs? Well, you bring that question to bear. There's a lot of options I could pick for a favorite song. There are a lot of songs that I could claim as a favorite. My absolute favorite, I have no idea. Garen had a couple of nice things, I guess. Was that the one where I was trying to build the tree? I think that was the one where I was trying to build the tree. But I can't remember for sure. Thank you for being here, Boink. That's what I thought. Thank you for reminding me, Union. So, favorite songs. Again, I have a lot of different favorite songs. It's hard to pick any specific ones. But one of my favorite songs that I can actually sing on the channel now and then is Wellerman. For a while, I was singing Wellerman here on the channel because I love that song so much. It's actually a really, really catchy song. It gets stuck in your head. So I'd say that's one of my favorites. It's not my absolute favorite. I don't actually have, I don't think, an absolute favorite song. I just have a whole bunch of different songs that I really enjoy. But, yeah, Wellerman would probably be one of the top songs. Wait, mobs take damage from standing on the stonecutter? I've never seen mobs take damage from standing on the stonecutter. Huh. If that's accurate, then that is kind of weird. I'm gonna try to get these wolves in here. I want my wolves to be safe and secure as much as possible. So that's part of why when I'm not out traveling, I'm putting most of my wolves away. Once I have a proper base in this village, not just the greenhouse and the stables, I will most likely have a house where I will keep my wolves when not out traveling. And when I need to take some of them with me, I'll just drop a bucket of water and take whatever ones stand up. But I'm always going to make sure I have at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 of my wolves put somewhere that they're not going to be among the ones that get up. Because those ones are going to be waiting for me to breed them again in the event that something happens to the original wolf pack, to the rest of the wolf pack, you know? Because it's like with any of the farm animals, you don't want to kill them off completely, because the moment you kill them off completely, you've got to go hunt down replacements for the breeding pair. And if you have to do that, you're kind of sunk. Alright. I'm trying to clear up some area around here so that there's not as much snow. That way I can try to find a cat and tame it. I need to find 2 cats. I need 2 cats in order to start breeding cats. And I need to do that. I need cats for the iron farm, and I think it was Boink that said it earlier. It's probably a good idea to have cats around just in general, because they help keep away the creepers. And it would probably be a good idea to have them around to help keep the creepers out. Oh, that was you, Union. Okay. My bad. My bad. Yeah, we definitely need cats to keep those guys away and to get the iron farm finished being set up. Because I forgot at first that, yeah, you need to have the, when you're dealing with the, iron farm, you do actually have to have your, I am losing my train of thought so bad right now. You have to have cats set aside nearby so that it doesn't keep spawning new ones. Otherwise, you've got to have some way to get the cats eliminated, which, again, I don't really feel comfortable doing that. I'd rather not do that. The problem is, I'm not seeing any cats now. I go all the way out into the wild to get some fish, and now I can't find any cats in my area. Are you kidding me? I absolutely do. I absolutely do. But it's pretty much the story of my Minecraft life. When I need something, it's nowhere to be found. When I don't need something, it's everywhere. It's like I say, I don't need to be dealing with polar bears anymore. Hey, guess what? You got polar bears coming from all over the darn place. Oy. It was just one little kitten, but it was there. I know it was there. It was right over here. It was a little orange kitten. And it just appeared, and now it's gone. I don't know. I may have to hang out around the iron farm and hope that they show up there. As it is, we gotta go check and see how many villagers appear to be spawned in anyway. If enough of them are there, we may actually be getting iron before too long. Let's see. I can't tell for sure how many are in there. There's at least 3 babies. And then we got the 2 adults still going, still getting more villagers bred into being. Alright, make that 4. 4 baby villagers, all in play. 4 babies, 2 adults. And the adults are still going. Alright. We need to bring over some more food. I'm pretty sure I've got beetroots that we can give them. Just open a hole, toss them in, let them feast, and then get back to business. And as soon as we see some cats, we try to tame them. We try to tame the cats. We need 5 cats to eliminate the cat spawning. Yeah, I have found that if you want to keep cats from spawning in an iron farm area, the easiest way is just to get 5 cats, tame them, and then bring them over to the iron farm area and just keep them there. And once the cats are in place, no more cats will spawn at the iron farm. Hey, hello, Leo. Oh, good to see ya. I just went over there to get food, and I got distracted. I saw the sun was setting, and my first instinctual thought was bedtime. So I ran to bed. And then forgot all about the fact that I had come over to go to the greenhouse to get some beetroots out of the chest. Funny how that happens, isn't it? Okay, I swear, I think one of the rogue villagers that's still here got into my greenhouse. I'm pretty sure that there's, like... Yep, there he is. I think this guy stole some of my, I think that guy stole some of my crops. I think I need to corral the last of the villagers that are here into boats. And then just leave their futures up to chance. I don't really intend to keep this village as it is. I'll probably, like, if I decide I want to, I might build my own village here. And just make sure that nothing can pile up any snow around it. Because I really, really don't want to have to deal with any more snow. I get so sick and tired of dealing with the snow. Alright. Oh, that's right. I blocked it off. Let me up, 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 let me up. There we go. Okay. Alright, open a hole, and drop the beetroot to the villagers. There we go. And now we blocked that off. And now we know these guys have food to keep them going. There we go, that's another one. And they're already ready to go again. I'm glad we brought the beetroot. I'm glad we brought the beetroots. I had a feeling they were going to need more food. It won't be long. Once some more of these babies start growing up, once some of the babies grow, we will start getting iron golems and cats spawning in the farm. And the cats, if they're smart, will fall down this hole and scamper off. And cats, I'm pretty sure, have natural feather falling that will keep them from dying. But the iron golems will get caught on the magma blocks, burn, and drop the iron that they're made from, which will give us all the iron that we should ever need. Once we have enough, we can make a hopper to make the system really efficient. Hey, Union. Yeah, I figured you were still here, pal. The one and only thing that could foul this up would be having nitwits in the farm. That's the one thing that could make it not work for us, is if we get nitwits out of these babies. If the babies grow into nitwits, we have to find a way to get rid of them. We cannot have any nitwits in the farm at all, if we can avoid it. The most that you can let be in a farm like this are 2. If there's any more than 2 nitwits, it messes with the numbers. It messes with the efficiency of the farm, which is the last thing we need. Now, there's a lot of baby villagers in there now. I'm thinking there's at least 10 now. And they just made that number go up by 1, whatever it is. Jeez. They're already prepped to go again. Good night. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Iron farms can be very efficient. And villagers are very quick to produce new villagers in the event their numbers don't match the number of beds. If there's even one bed not occupied by a villager of any age, then the villagers will immediately be prepared to breed. But once all the beds are filled, they don't care anymore. They just stick with whoever they've got, and they don't want to go for any higher numbers. Which, hey, suits me fine. Gotta wait for my crops to grow again. I really hope neither of the 2 villagers out here are getting into the garden, into the greenhouse. If they're getting in the greenhouse, then, again, we've got a problem. I don't need them going into the greenhouse and messing it up. So, I'm thinking it might be a good idea to make another boat and trap them. Yep, there we go. Now I can rest easy knowing that these guys won't mess with my, Now I won't have to worry about that farmer messing with my crops in my greenhouse. Oh, I fully intend to have a trading hall deal on. I fully intend to do a trading hall. Yeah, Union Trading Hall is already in the works, actually. We kinda already have the space picked for it. You remember how I mentioned Fort Delon earlier? Well, the whole reason I built this wall over here is to be the basis of a fort. A fort where I've put all the villagers that I haven't used yet from the village that is our base. See? There they are. 3 boats of villagers not in the village remain. So, by my count, that means there were 10 non-nitwit villagers in the village when I got here. Nice. basically my plan is to turn this fort into a trading hall. But I'm wanting to wait until we've got the iron farm working, simply because I want to make sure that I have iron for trading with the tool, weapon, and armorer villagers. Once the tool, weapon, and armor villagers are able to be traded with using iron, oh my gosh, things get so much better. So much better. But until I have the iron farm fully operational, it's better to just leave it untouched. But yeah, Fort Delon is intended to help us get our deals on, so to speak. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, Leo. It's kind of crazy. From the moment I started this world, I knew that I wanted to make sure I had villagers at the ready as close to the start as I could. So I made a starting base. I made a starting base at the world in the area of the world spawn. And then I picked a direction and marched. And I just kept on going until I got here. I found the village, I saw there were plenty of villagers around, and I immediately started putting them in boats. I was just going to put them in houses, but I realized it was easier to put them in boats. And that way I could also transport them right away. With the villagers in boats, I was able to transport them over to Fort Delon once I had it built. But before I built that, I built the greenhouse and the stable over here, which is where I'm keeping my farm animals. Speaking of which, I should go ahead and breed the cows. I need to get the cows to increase in number. But with Fort Delon keeping our villagers, the rest of the villager collection safe, we can put those guys to work make a trading hall for them so that we can get armor, tools, and weapons as soon as possible. And with the iron farm, we'll be able to do that much more quickly because we will have the iron ingots to be able to trade with the armor, tool, and weapon guys until they're ready to give us diamond gear. That's how I want to get my diamond gear from now on. I want to get it from trading halls, simply because mining is not always reliable. It's not always efficient. Granted, most of our actual diamonds we will have to get from mining. But I also don't want to go mining with stone tools. It is woefully inefficient. Basically meaning it is the most inefficient thing ever. And I don't want to deal with it. I need to see how my kelp farm is doing. We're going to end up getting to a point where I'm going to be farming everything that can be farmed as efficiently as it is possible to efficiently farm them without having a whole boatload of technical knowledge. Because that's one thing I can tell you about myself. I am not a technical guy. I'm not a techie guy. I don't do tech. I use it. I don't do tech. Alright. Need to head over here and check on the villagers. I want to see if they're growing yet. Me bouncing in and out of the area of the Iron Tower probably isn't helping the villagers grow. Because, in case you guys don't know, it takes a baby villager 10 minutes after spawning to grow into adulthood. And I'm pretty sure we need to have at least 10 adult villagers before we can actually get any iron golems. Cats, I'm pretty sure it doesn't care. As long as there's villagers, it'll start giving us cats. But I'm not 100% sold on that theory because I'm not really seeing... I haven't seen a sign of any cats either. Which, I will admit, is a little bit concerning. See, that's what I was afraid of. Kitty, go. That's what we want to get to a point that we're avoiding. There we go. I'm gonna sit here with fish in hand and hope that the next cat that spawns in will come to me. That the cat will actually detect the fish in my hand, come to me, and will be able to immediately tame him. Or tame it and save it. I would have tried to save that cat if I could have, but unfortunately he spawned in when I wasn't ready. So there wasn't really anything I could do. Hey, we got one! Sweet! We already have a cat! One cat down, one more to go. If we can get just one more cat, we'll have all the cats we need to get started. We take them home. You want to name him Binks? I guess we can name this one Binks. It'd be cool if we could get a jelly cat. I hope we get a jelly skin cat at some point. That would be cool. Just sit here and wait for... Name the next one Cleo? We might. We could, possibly. So this is the one problem with this method of killing the golems. The magma blocks mean that anything that stands in those spaces is gonna die. So if the cats don't get out of there quick, then they're gonna burn up. And there's no guarantee they're gonna go into the hole. They're just as likely to get stuck on the magma blocks and then burn. If there was any way to avoid that, I would go that route. But the only other way to make this farm work is with a lava bucket, and I don't have an extra bucket for getting lava. Why are they all on that side? Holy moly, that is weird. Why are they all on one side? Listen to the little kitty. Listen to him. Population. Yes. Population, yes. That was good. That was a good one, Union. That was really good. Alright, unfortunately we're gonna have to take our one little kitty and go. We need to get... I heard him. I heard another cat up there. Yep. They're dying. That is a problem. They're not gonna survive until we can fix the farm. So we may have to go find somewhere that has lava. I may have to go look for a lava pool. Easiest way to do that will be to go north again. So let's get Binks settled in the heart of the village. Come on over here, little fella. Come on, Binks. There you go. You sit there. You sit tight. Oh, wow. Cool. That's kind of cool, Union. Let's take one wolf to back us up. And we'll head north. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't go without a spare bed. We'll head north. We'll go hunt for some lava. And if we can find it, then we can actually also make the farm a little bit smaller. Which would actually be a good thing. It'd be good to be able to make the farm smaller. Basically not as wide. One of the walls is actually pushed back from where it should be in order to make the farm the right size, I think. And that's just because I build this farm every world now, but I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it in a long time, so it's hard to remember how the farm is built if you haven't built it in a long time. But we're going to travel north so that it's easier for me to see if there's lava nearby. Because out here in the snow, I'd be very concerned that I might fall into a hole and find the lava pool the hard way, you know? That's one thing we do not want. We do not want to find a lava pool the hard way. And it's because of the risk of things like that that I actually did build a spawn base towards world spawn. I knew it was a good idea to have a base at world spawn in case something happens to me. Just need to find one bit of lava. It can be from the side of a mountain, it can be from in a lava hole. Doesn't matter which, I just want 1 bucket's worth of lava. We take that home and we can improve the iron farm so that the cats can actually get out of there. And then we tame another cat, breed the new cat with Binks a couple of times to get even more, and once we have a minimum of 5, we bring 5 over to the iron farm area. That will keep the farm from spawning in any more cats. My only other option would be to make the iron farm smaller as it is, and then just hope that the water pushes the golems onto the magma blocks without causing any other damage to anything. But there's no guarantees. I still find it funny that for a while there was a mob that could actually spawn in vanilla that was called the Killer Bunny. You would never know for sure if it was one until it decided to hop at you and actually kill you. And it looked like just one of these ordinary little white bunnies. I've actually seen them in game in the past. This was a while back. A while back. It was kind of unsettling. An innocent-looking little bunny suddenly decides to hop ominously at me and then try to kill me. I had never seen that until that particular moment. I wish you guys could have heard my reaction, because I was shocked. I hadn't actually ever dealt with that before. And then my first encounter with one, it pretty much obliterated me. Well, I'm glad to hear I'm not the only one who had that problem. Hey, that's almost enough for some more ingots. Nice. Okay, apparently I hadn't picked up obsidian yet. Wait a minute, this could... You know what I just realized? I should have checked the farm, I should have checked the nether portal by the house. Or by the base, to see if there was any lava left. I didn't even think to double check that. Why did I not double check? I just assumed that I would have taken all the lava from there. I only have the one bucket. Where else would I have put the lava? J-Guard, you stumble. You stumbly dumble. I bumbled. Sorry. Alright, let's get around here. Get over this hill. Get around this other hill. I actually haven't gone that far in any direction from the snow base. Which, now that I think about it, we need to come up with a name for our base area. I feel like it should be something that references that it's a snowy base in a huge snowy area. But I don't know what I would call it. I really don't know what I would call it. That kind of weird to me. Hello, bees. Don't buzz me. Really want to find a lava pool. Oh, hey! Another portal! Think of one what, Leo? Ah, no lava. Ooh, but some more nuggets, and some obsidian, and a pickaxe. Ooh, golden pickaxes are actually not bad. I don't really need the boots, so we'll ignore the boots. Come on, friend. Come on, pup. Let's keep hunting. Let's keep hunting for lava. Oh! A name for the town. Winter Harbor. For some reason, that feels like a Spyro world. You a fan of Spyro, Leo? Because you just made me think of Spyro the Dragon. Dang, I love that game. I wonder if I should try to speedrun that game at some point. Because I love those games. I mean, I played all 3 of the original games to completion. 100%ed all 3 of them, and I loved them. You can't begin to know just how excited I got when they announced the remakes. I was like, he's back! Only I was shouting it. When I first learned that someone was officially remaking the original trilogy, I was like, I was shouting in joy. I really hope they make another one of those games. But I digress. There's got to be some lava out here somewhere. I mean, come on. Every other time I turn around, I end up finding massive amounts of lava pools. And yet, suddenly when I need... This is that issue again. When I need it, it's not there. When I don't, it's everywhere. What in the world? You know? It's just like, why? You just feel like you gotta ask, why? Why? Oh well. Take a nap. Get through the night. But I do like that name, Winter Harbor. I do. I like that as a name for our home area. Winter Harbor. I'm going to take that one from you. I'm going to take that. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion, Leo. Winter Harbor. And now I can say we're gonna get ready to go home. I can say back to the harbor. Or something to that effect. I like that. I do. I really like that. The more I think about it, the more I realize I like that. Well, no, I was saying that sounds like the name of a world that would be in that game series. Not that it was one that was in there. Yeah, I can understand that. It is hard to come up with names for stuff. Sometimes it can be really hard to come up with names for things. Especially towns. But yeah, we can call our base the Winter Harbor. I mean, we do sit right on a frozen river. So, Winter Harbor doesn't exactly not fit. It actually sounds real good. Alright, I think we're gonna go back to base for now, and we're gonna see if we can find any more lava at the rune portal by the base. Okay, good. My wolf is keeping up. That's good. I was worried for a moment that my wolf might fall behind and get lost. I do not want to lose my wolf. I don't want to lose any of my wolves until they're falling in combat. If they're going to fall, they shall fall as warriors. If that makes any sense. I can tell I'm going to be spending a lot of time going back and forth between this place and the base in the harbor. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between the swamp and the harbor quite a lot, I can tell. Because I'm going to have to come back to the swamp to look for slime later. At some point, I'm going to have to come back so I can look for slimes. Because one of the things we're going to have at the trading hall is a station specifically for shuffling or cycling a villager's trades. But the easiest way to be able to do that is to have a sticky piston move their workstation back and forth between block 1 and block 2, you know? But to make a sticky piston, you specifically need slime balls, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me why they don't have a honey piston if honey is supposed to be so sticky in block form. I mean, let's stop and think about it for a second. The honey block and its behavior in redstone contraptions, with its ability to work like a slime block when it comes to pulling blocks around or moving blocks around when harnessed with a piston. Unless honey has matching properties in terms of, oh, you put it on a piston and it makes it a sticky piston, it doesn't make any sense to me. Really thinking about it, it just does not make sense to me. Of course, there's a few things that don't make a whole lot of sense to me with Minecraft. And there's stuff that bugs me about certain versions. Whether it's something that is in one version and should be in another, or something that one version has the other version just doesn't have. For example of the latter, here's an example of something that I think both versions should have had. Furnace carts. You ever heard of a furnace cart? Bedrock players out there, have you ever heard of a furnace minecart? Or a minecart with furnace? It's actually a pretty neat little thing. It is what it says it is. It's a minecart with a furnace stuck in it. And that's the limit of its visual appeal. But its practical uses are actually pretty potent. It's basically a train engine. It's basically a train engine. You stick a piece of fuel in the furnace cart, and off it goes. You fuel it up, and then the moment you push it in any direction, off it goes. Pair that with what we've been seeing in snapshots and stuff of becoming able to increase the speed of a minecart, you could have a massively quick transit system that-a-way. And even if you don't get that speed boost in Bedrock, we in Bedrock could use the ability to have minecarts be pushed by a furnace cart. I mean, if you've ever tried to move animals or Minecraft forbid villagers by minecart, it is a pain in the rear. And a furnace cart, would make that so much simpler. You know it? It really would. And yet, again, we don't get to have the furnace cart. I'm just finishing what I was saying there. It just doesn't make sense to me that we don't get the furnace cart, even though it would be such a good addition to Bedrock Edition. But I have complained about that before. So, I guess I am kind of beating around kind of spinning around a broken record, I guess you could say. But it's a broken record that still makes sound. It's still a point that I think is fair to make. You'd think we could make it work by now. But that's enough. That's enough complaints and hot air from me for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and call the session to a close here. We are going to have to go on a hunt for lava, but I think I'm going to call the stream here for now and say thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to smack that notification bell so you don't miss the next stream. And please, guys, don't forget to share the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy the content. Even somebody who doesn't know anything about Minecraft, recommend it. It might help them. It might turn out to be something they enjoy watching. That all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I will see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!